Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Joey's Tech Talk, where you're going to go into some really cool technology news, some headlines, and a couple cool events we have coming up here in Orlando. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Some really cool news on the space front this last week. A number of years ago, back in the space race, NASA was able to develop and finally distribute to the public the technology that we all know as GPS. What's really cool now is they are actually using a similar idea to create a GPS-like device for the moon. It's going to be able to allow them to do tracking and location services on the lunar surface for infrastructure in the coming years. Coming back to Earth, we got some really cool news back here in Florida and specifically in Orlando on the micromobility front. We actually just got word that the micromobility bill actually just passed by the state representatives up in Tallahassee, and they are going to pilot some electric scooters here in Orlando in the coming months. Something I'm personally invested in and really excited to see, just so I can move around downtown a little bit easier and have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. So excited to see those coming here soon. A little bit of news on the cybersecurity front from the guys over at Apple. They discovered a hack and a complication with their Walkie-Talkie service on their Apple Watches this last week, and have decided to remove the application completely for the foreseeable future while they come up with a fix. It was actually allowing malicious users to eavesdrop on conversations if you had the Walkie-Talkie enabled on your iPhone and your iWatch, and listen to conversations when you might not want them to exactly. So glad that they figured that out and have disabled while they come up with a solution, and hopefully we can see it back in the near future because it was a pretty cool feature. Something not a lot of people might know about Florida, and specifically here in Orlando, is that we are becoming a huge hub for autonomous vehicle research. Some really big players like Luminar, Beat, Voyage, and even Siemens here in Central Florida are paving the way on the development and product front for these autonomous vehicles to come to life. Some really cool news specifically for Luminar. They just closed another $100 million capital raise this last week, bringing them up to $250 million in their total life cycle raise to continue to develop their products, distribute, and come up with some really cool solutions. So hopefully we are going to see them continue to grow their presence here in Central Florida and keep innovating. As always, we've got some really cool events coming up here in Orlando in the tech scene. Tonight, Tuesday the 16th, we actually have Young Professionals of Orlando over at Ace Cafe, run by Gary Adams. I'm going to be out there hopefully seeing some other young professionals in the area coming out for a cool social networking at a cool bar. Thursday night, we have the Downtown Orlando partnership over at Fat Merchant down the street. They are actually celebrating their 5-year anniversary as a company, hosting the event, and will be a really cool opportunity to see their office environment and a little bit of their company culture up close. Hopefully see you guys at both of these events, if not one or the other. Keep up with us here at LinkedIn for more Joey's Tech Talk news, and we'll catch you guys next week.